Do something. You won't get the latest story from the grassroots.
But I want to say this to everybody too. Maybe after tomorrow, nobody should call us a wicked person, because this is not the first time that this fire happened here. It's not the second time, it's not the third time, but this is one of the worst.
Life issues, current affairs.
The question is, what is the government doing? What is happening?
And sports. Then join me for this station, Monday to Friday, 2 o'clock for afternoon to 6 o'clock for evening. On top Afternoon Waka with Sky. Afternoon Waka day exclusive to Super 93.3 FM Pitakwa. For Afternoon Waka, we dey discuss the issues. All right, Pitakwa, what's up? Wait till they play, wait till they happen for Port Harcourt today. How na day this na Afternoon Waka on top Super 93.3 FM. We dey welcome na specially, we dey welcome na religiously, we dey welcome na with capital letters on top of your family radio station, Super 93.3 FM. And shout out to DJ Bravo. We don't hold them down for the old school drive. Since 12:13, they drive it to small till about 2 o'clock already. So now time for us to yarn. You know, for this particular show, now every we would yarn about everything for the grassroots, every matter we be go bring development, give us onto national issues. Now what would they discuss any day, anytime from different segments, super quickie down to Acid Hot. And from Acid Hot, we discuss our 3-in-1 matter. We monitor stories like monitoring spirit. We go monitor too. Go good lang for 4 o'clock. We'll give you the pigeon story for 4. And then later, of course, DJ Bravo's going to return back again for the Gbedu segment of the drive. And that one go take us to 5 where we go the young sports matter. Today, now Champions League night, the second leg of the UEFA Champions League. AC Milan this time. They go travel to Inter Milan home, even though at the same stadium. And they go try to return from their 2-goal deficits where they collect last week. Anyways, welcome to the show. My name is Sky SKY. Then call me the OCC Kanku one of the Radio Republic, Bodo, nothing do you. Like usual, I go day here with you at 6 o'clock. But today, I not go day here alone. Yeah, so I get one mebo girl for studio. She no one go ask. You see, when they finish show, she thought, say, no, Sky, I will stay with you. I go make sure, say, I do this one we want to do now. Obi Ivy, join me this afternoon. Obi Ivy, after I see you.
Sky, you're honored to have me. Just say so.
But anyway, I'm honored to have you. You should be telling me thank you, so I give you CC now for my studio.
You give me platform today, right?
Yes. I just want better your career, give you more exposure.
Thank you very much.
And yeah, making maths.
Thank you very much for the international opportunity.
Thank you. Donald Trump is listening to you, by the way, as we speak on this matter.
Good afternoon, Afternoon Waka, and I'm really happy to be here.
And I just shocked say they won't speak English. Anyway, no problem. But you see, I'm helping her career. I
am
to help
incorruptible.
Her. Oh, you go? Super. Wicked. Okay, so that's not the lineup of the show. But today edition of Acid Hot, I will get a special segment, special program on top Acid Hot. Very, very important for us to discuss everything where they happen in the side of security for Rivers State. At times we just need to know the state of security in Rivers State, and that's what we focus today for top Acid Hot. We will discuss this matter till about 3 o'clock. When we know they go anywhere, and also give you a chance to shoot match for the matters we discuss. And so you listen to us from any platform where you find yourself. Welcome to the show. And today we're going to focus on security in Rivers State. And where else again? We're going to talk about kidnappings. We're going to talk about cultism issue, the attack on police personnel in Rivers State. We'll also concentrate on police brutality and the way forward. And things will go shaping us well. And to see so we'll get better presentation today on top of the show. So welcome to Acid Hot on Super 93.3 FM's Afternoon Waka. Obi, I need to welcome you especially again.
Yes.
Thank you, say you join us.
Thank you very much.
And based on saying a special program we want to do today, that's now why she joined us. So I don't let the cat out of the bag already. Obi is the cat. Do meow.
Oh my goodness. Sky, once again, good afternoon to everybody who's listening. Glad to be here.
All right, so no time to waste. Moku Chapali discuss, because if you're on Facebook now and you watch us live, you go don't see my guest for studio, well seated, well kitted, and of course very handsome for that matter. You see, I used to tell saying my classmate that time for school, but he graduated before me. But he don't come now. He go tell, he go learn around are true or not because I always talk through for radio, except him for my hand. No, I don't care.
What were you doing before your classmates graduated before you?
I just say my help him. Making graduate before me, before I go graduate. He's here. He go tell you now whether I lie or not because we went to school together. He go not, not dead now. Just do like this, sir, so that they don't say they are trying to talk. Just do like this. It's in a problem. Now, you don't deny me for radio. Anyways, but with the call right now, we'll discuss more on this matter. We'll discuss security matter, the state of security in Rivers State. Will they get it right at the moment, or we need to tweak one or two things and to get security architecture right for Rivers State? But why not? I will get the number one man of police for Rivers State here. They join us live for studio and for us to discuss the state of security in Rivers State. And the man where the police, the mother of all security in the state. And my pleasure, and of course the pleasure of Obi, and of course the pleasure of Super 93.3 FM Port Harcourt, to welcome the Commissioner of Police himself, CP Okon Effiong, PSC Dagger PDE, Commissioner of Police, Rivers State Command. I sincerely welcome you, sir, and I welcome you righteously. Very important, sir. Thank you, sir, joining us for the studio this afternoon, sir.
Oh, thank you so very much.
All right, so we appreciate if you come close to the mic, sir, because the mic can just arrest you now if you don't come close to the mic, sir. So you can greet Rivers people again, back again.
I greet you all. It's my pleasure to be here with you.
Thank you. Thank you. And the man, a fine man, oh. You see all of now where they do church. He don't see Commissioner of Police we find like this before. Fine man. If I go come out to go know something. All right. Before we'll talk another matter, he no come alone. I will get a security relations consultant, a very popular man for that matter. Anything we concern security in the carry for head, in the make sure say security day for the front burner of Rivers State matter. We'll get Ambassador Bosinde Ariakbe join us for studio as well. Ambassador, will greet you specially.
Thank you so much.
And another fine man, actually. Another fine, making no jealous Commissioner of Police more. But Commissioner of Police, we're sincerely happy to say you join us for studio as well, for us to discuss security. Now, you two fisty shook mouth for the matters we discuss. If you watch us live for studio, so if you go Facebook now, Super 93.3 FM on Facebook, you're going to see the Commissioner of Police himself, and of course, the consultant, the security consultant, will join us for studio. We'll discuss security matter. You two feel from on that platform, drop your comments as we discuss. If it ask questions relevant to our discussion, very important. Questions were relevant to our discussion on top of security matter. If you drop them for that platform, if they listen to us from the mobile app, if they listen to us from the US, South Africa, so they always get caller everywhere. Also feel free, watch us live from the mobile app platform. If you never download them yet, go download them now for Google Play Store on top of your Android phone. Super FM Global. Download them, drop your comment, and voila, you go join us for studio. But would they open for WhatsApp? WhatsApp number never change. So also drop your comments and questions as well for WhatsApp. As it concerns security, as it concerns what we will discuss, WhatsApp number now 0905 948 1021. 0905 948 1021. So now my pleasure to welcome you, especially on top of the show. So Obi, and my pleasure to do it with Obi as well. So now time for us to run. But then Moku starts with the first question, Honorable Commissioner. It's very important for us to ask. Since the come inside the state, how your state? It's a one person called hotel and say welcome. So make I welcome you special now into Rivers State because in not the way you come, but you never see us like this. Now the first time they see you like this face to face, they discuss for instance studio. Although say my classmates at that time, for instance secondary school, where they deny me now, by the way. But that aside, I'll forgive you after the show. But Commissioner of Police, welcome to Rivers State. And how your stay so far in Rivers State?
Well, my stay in Rivers State has been very blissful. Why do I say so? For those of us who are living here, we know Rivers State is peaceful. We know Rivers State is secured. And the people of Rivers State are very accommodating, very loving. And so I've enjoyed my stay so far in Rivers State.
Interesting. But make I ask you, this one, if I not ask you, Port Harcourt will know, forgive me, you don't chop bole and fish. You don't chop that way they call bole and fish since you come Port Harcourt.
Every afternoon.
Every afternoon?
I dey chop bole and
wow.
fish.
Wow. But you they enjoy them or they force you eat them?
Why?
Yeah.
I do mistake chop the first day.
Mistake.
Now mistake I chop the first day.
Now the thing hooky, you continue.
Now the thing go hook my throat. I say, wow.
This is what you are missing.
So if you go to my office, there's somebody who is there specifically for bole
and fish.
I enjoy it.
That should be your PA for bole and fish matters.
Yes. No, essay.
Essay for bole and fish matter. Yes. Very important.
If you add the bole and fish,
yes,
you add a vegetable, you add onion. Fantastic.
Wow. That woman what they do and go they lucky because you go they ham and steady. Every day they chop that thing so.
But sometimes the woman they cheat me.
Now so that they do us. Now so they do us. No, but no wonder you they fresh. You know, as a CP before they tire, but you they fresh. You're a freshman for that matter. Anyways, thank you, say join us again. But Mark will come into the main matter for ground, CP, because we discuss security issue now. Now you they talk say when you come in, you don't see everything don't go nice. River State is secured and the people they happy and you too they happy too because we today happy say we receive you for River State. But we could come down to the security itself. You thought say security they well for River State. Some people go argue with you, CP, because when they talk about issue the other day, we consign issue of cultism, you know, in River State. And information will reach us from your spokesperson and Grace Kokoringi actually confirmed to us that say when carry out a raid in Dube. We wanna go and go for the hideout of where cultists they hide, and wanna arrest about 40 suspected cultists already on that matter. What you go tell us about that at the moment? We read the case there now, and what will be the next line of step we wanna take?
Now, first, let us understand something. Unfortunately, cultism has become almost a norm in most societies in Nigeria. In some societies, even those in primary school are cultists, are initiated. So it is one of the greatest problems in Nigeria, especially in South and Southeast. I don't know about Sidewest for now. Now, so is there cultism in River State? Yes, because River State is like every other state in Nigeria. But what has happened as a result of the cultism we have in River State? Now, you discover that sometime last year, before the campaigns or during the campaigns, I had to have an interactive meeting with all the youth leaders in the state. And we told ourselves that the greatest problem of every society now in Nigeria is cultism. It is from cultism you have kidnappers. It is from cultism you have armed robbery. It is from cultism you have political talks. And that day after the meeting, we agreed that there was no use for youths to mortgage their future by getting involved in cultism and toggery. So, and I told them, those who get involved will be dealt with decisively.
Okay.
Yes, we cannot rule out cultism completely, but we can stem the spread of cultism. We can tame the frequency of the activities. And the moment you are able to tame the activities and the spread, you have succeeded more than 50%. And I know that in River State, we have done just that. So, and when we realize that they have meetings or they're having initiations or meetings some places, sometimes in the bush, usually we raid them. And the latest of that was the one we carried out at 3 locations in Dube and the waterfront. Yes, we arrested about 55 of them to be precise. 55. So from the 3 locations, 55. So, and what do there? They become addicted to drugs, like marijuana, like tramadol, like all those things. And so when they begin take those drugs, they begin to behave abnormally. They begin to feel that life itself has no value. And that is why those who are involved in cult can easily take up arms or machete against their own blood brothers and sisters. And we equally realize that our traditional rulers have a part to play. Our mothers have a part to play. Our fathers have a part. Everybody has a part to play. If we have to stop cultism, or if we have to reduce the cultism in the state.
So what did the command they do now and to reducing cultism, especially that flashpoint called Diob, because Diob, you know, if you say Diob is notorious and now for cultism matter, you could just almost every year this thing they happen. And it go bless in a recurring event all the time. And we'll get residents there, we'll get communities there. So what did the command now they do to ensure man, this thing no go happen again or reduce to the barest minimum?
Now, the policing strategy now in Nigeria is community policing.
Okay.
And community policing means everybody in the community is important in policing that particular community.
Okay.
You are important. Your child is important. The chief is important. The church is important. The market women are important. Everybody. So everybody must come on board. And that is why a few days from now we'll be having an interactive dinner with stakeholders across the state.
Okay.
So that let us remind ourselves of our responsibilities to the state, to making the state a better and safer place to stay. And so now, yes, in most of the communities, even the traditional rulers are afraid of these cultists because some of them are armed. And we have seen, yet don't confront them yourself, but just through the channels that we've provided, just give us the information. You don't need to mention your name, right? Just say, look at what they are doing. If you check my phone, people give us those kind of information. So whenever I receive that information, we act on them. They are meeting at so point, we strike there. They are meeting at so point, we strike there. They are going to do this at so point, we do that.
So people they actually give police this information?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I know that previously people were afraid
Okay.
of giving that information. But since I came on board, I've told everybody that, look, be free. If you cannot give to my subordinates, give it to me directly.
Okay.
I don't need to see you to work on your information. I don't need to interact with you in any way. All you need to do is just send me a text message or just call me on phone. Look at what is happening at so point. But importantly, when we have such information, we'll have to send our people who are like, I have what I call the CP monitoring unit and the CP escort, right? Then we have what we equally call the CP strike force, which I created, the C for I intelligence. So when we receive such information and the SIB, we not detail these people to go and to cross-check to find out whether the information we have received are authentic or otherwise. So when the veracity of such information are established, I can bet you within 24 hours we'll hit.
Interesting.
So if people keep helping us, we will keep doing better and better and better. I am believing that, yes, like before the elections, 90% of the people didn't give Rivers State a chance. Everybody, in fact, most persons feel that there were going to be total war in Rivers State. And I called my team. I said, look, this is the expectation of the people. But
Based on what they happened before.
yes, let's disappoint them for once. Let's disappoint them. And we have to put one or two things in place. Strategize, re-strategize until we got it right. And I make bold to say, all through the campaigns, unlike previous year, there was no case of fatality in Rivers State. All through the campaigns. Yes, there were clashes here and there, which is not unexpected. But when they drink, it go finish. This one smoke kai, this one drink to my draw. They'll come down Kukuma in the center. Then we will separate them. So we were separating them until we were able to work with that through the entire campaigns with no case of fatality. So now elections came. People say, this election, people must die, people must this. Some people even called for my head. Some said, hey, that me, I do what I like. I say, yes, what I like is what is best for Rivers State, and we'll get it right. And so what happens? Yes, like every other state, there were issues during the elections, but most of the issues were isolated issues. Now, at the end, what happened? Officially, I don't know if there was any other one. Officially, there was just one case of fatality. So, if you look at all of these things, you will agree with me that at least Rivers State was better. I have a friend in the US who was supposed to come to Rivers, a professor. He said, Rivers State is a no-go area. That they say nobody survives in Rivers State. I said, how do you mean? I said, just come. He said, I must guarantee him. I said, just come. Even one family at a chair, they let me talk like you now. The chairman go marry a woman.
Okay.
While I come to enter village, what will happen? Hey, the wife, they fear. Everybody, they fear. I said, just worry. I promise you nothing will happen. Small remain for swear Bible. Small remain for swear Bible. Until the man came, he stayed 1 day, 2 days, 7 days, nothing happened. He came, drove in and out of a chair for 7 days, nothing happened. Until the family went back. But they still Rivers State. I said, but you saw it yourself. So I believe sincerely that things are security is not as deplorable. It's nowhere near as deplorable as people think it.
All right.
It is.
Okay. Once again, thank you for joining us on the program today. So my question is a 2-in-1 question. First one is, you mentioned people informing police officers, because policing is everybody's concern and we must all strive to play our role towards ensuring that we're safer. Now, there are many people that have that fear that the police also aids, that these crimes that are committed by criminals, they have police officers that they work with to enable them thrive. For instance, Eche Umebuli area, it's a flashpoint for crime, for kidnapping, and we've had lately for ritual killings as well, human parts trafficking and all that. Now, and there have been complaints that there are police officers who actually enable these people work. How do you respond to that? Secondly, you took us to, the political season, of all the unrest and all that. You were also accused of being partisan, that you worked hand in hand with a certain political party in River State. How do you respond to that, these comments by people?
Fine, let's start for the second one.
Yes, please.
Now, interestingly, of all the parties in River State, the only party that did not accuse me was Labour Party. That is not to say I'm a member of the Labour Party anyway. Now, some people woke up and said, he's too close to the governor, and therefore he's working for PDP. If you follow the governor's campaign trail very, very closely, you discover that on 3 occasions, if not 4, I was a subject of his campaign. What happened? He was accusing me of working in concert, or he accused me of working in concert with another party. Now, all of a sudden, another party, APC, came on board. Hey, it's the same person. He's working for PDP. Before you know it, SDP. Hey, he's working for APC and working for the PDP. And all of them at different times marched to Abuja. This man must be removed. And they asked, why do you want us to remove him? One group said, he does not take instructions at all. The other one says, he does not work in our favor at all. And so each of the camps that went to Abuja had a different story to tell. And at the end, my principal, my boss, said, if everyone is accusing this same bad person, that means he is being professional. So I can make a boast that throughout the election, before, during, and after, I was 100%, or let me say 98% professional. Now, recall something. Not too long ago, there was an incident that happened in a hotel in Port Harcourt, right? And we moved in based on the information we received, which is in video. And some people were arrested. When the people were arrested, there was jubilation everywhere. And the next moment, we checked through and we discovered that these guys are lawyers, so they must have been doing their jobs. Within 24 hours, within 3 hours, some party went on board and said, hey, we must not release these people. We must not release them. We must not release them. I said, no. I talked to my guns. I said, no. There is nothing found with them that is incriminating, so we must release them. The next moment, we were not checking records that were recovered from the scene. And what happened? We invited INEC in writing. INEC went through the documents and said there was nothing fake in the documents. A party went, hey, you must not release the document. You must not release them. I said, no, we must release them, and the document were released. So if you follow the trend at that moment, you know what really happened. A day after, there was demonstration everywhere. PDP went to INEC and said we were working in concert with APC to subvert the result of the election. Then that same day, APC now were acting again that we were working in concert with PDP. So in that case, who will you say rightly that I supported? The next day, I think an incident took place on the first day. Somebody was shot, though not dead. PDP went demonstrating that their member was shot dead, and demonstrated to block the state headquarters. PDP blocked the state police headquarters. I came out to address them. I said, yes, somebody was shot, but no, nobody was dead. If you say somebody was dead, show me the person who was dead, who was killed. And I promised them, I said, we will investigate. We send letters of invitation to PDP officials and APC officials. So what was the partiality in it? Well, so when they now discovered that the long run, they couldn't ban me, I had the rules to follow, and I made sure those rules were followed judiciously. Everybody went home and relaxed. Now, so, yes, during the election, I was piloting the affairs of this state alone before the elections.
Right.
But because everybody thought there would be total war in Rivers State, a day to the election, 5 commissioners of police were sent to stand in for 1 commissioner and an AIG. Within 24 hours, the party went on air again that the 5 commissioners of police had been compromised just within 1 day. So those things were just mere political campaigns that were aimed to get cheap popularity or attention. Now, I think that's okay. So now, the other one.
Police officers being engaged.
Yes, I remember.
Yes.
Empirically, there is no institution the world over that does not have bad eggs. So there may be 1 or 2 bad eggs in the police. But I want to assure us that the police has an effective internal mechanism to deal with cases of indiscipline. Now, when people allege that things are happening, it's a free world. Not too long ago, a video went viral that a policeman assaulted a man, right?
Yeah.
As soon as it was established that it was a Rivers State, it didn't take me 5 hours to get the policeman arrested. It was there. So, as a person, I have never and will never condone corruption and indiscipline. So, there could be allegations, fine, but those allegations have not been established. where those allegations are established, do you know policemen are sometimes dismissed for misconduct? Instances where policemen are dismissed and charged to court. Yes, because there is an effective internal mechanism to deal with such cases. So, are policemen complicit in crimes? I can boldly tell you no, because the number of people who may be involved is too negligible.
CP, I need to jump in now.
Let me finish.
Yes, okay.
Now, so, and you still thought about Eche being a flashpoint to ritual.
And that's just one point. We have the Egi clan as well.
No, just hold a piece, hold a piece. Now, can we mention 2 persons who have been killed in these places in the past 5 or 6 months? There could be speculations, but how realistic are these speculations? There could be. There could well be. There are times people tell me, oh, I wish I had come with 1 or 2 petitions to show you from in my office. In Rivers State, when 2 people are involved in a land dispute, they will send a petition to Commissioner of Police. The manager of Super 93 FM is a kidnapper, is an armed robber, is a rapist, he runs guns. In short, the other day he killed 3 people. When we went to the farm, he chased us and destroyed. So they will allege a lot of things just to make one simple or small point. So people people are free to say whatever they want to say, but what is the real situation on ground?
Right.
No. People, if you go to a chain today, people are still living there freely. People are still going to farm. So why is it a flashpoint? Why is that people are doing rituals? Like I just told you a few minutes ago, when people came and said their member was killed in a demonstration, it went everywhere that somebody was killed.
Right.
Right? And in the final analysis, okay, show all the person that was killed. Up to tomorrow, we've not seen the person. Now, let me go tell you something. Were you aware of the fact that there was a particular party, APC, let me be precise, that said one time that there was a bomb explosion at a rally venue?
Yes.
Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Good. Was it real? Now, the rally at Woji was held in a town hall. And if you go there till tomorrow, this town hall is still standing. There was a problem between the 2 factions in the village because of 200,000 that was paid. But when it was resolved, the ceremony was held. 3 hours down the line, they said, there is an explosion at APC rally. And the picture of the explosion was in a motor park. Who went to the motor park to do that thing? So sometimes when we hear this information, we really need to cross-check to find out whether they are actually true or not. I am not saying that there are no crimes being committed, but I am saying, in all honesty, that most of these stories are over-exaggerated.
Right.
That is what I'm saying.
Right.
Interesting. All right. So if you join us, welcome to Aside Hot, and our special guest today for a special Aside Hot program, and our CP Okon Effiong, and of course the Commissioner of Police himself for Rivers State join us. And you know what, alone, he come with Ambassador Oriakpe, a very gentleman for that matter. He go shoot mat later when we don't finish the matter. He go shoot mat for the matter as well. So you two get chance to ask him 1 or 2 questions, and we talk on matter we concern our kidnapping, where they happen for Rivers State, and in often down some of this allegation already. When they talk matter, we also concern the issue of courtism as well, and the issue where they say allegation saying they partisan, saying they support a political party over the other political party, and you don't hear in reaction to some of this matter already. So the more we hear from you, we will just take 5 calls, just 5 calls, but we'll get a lot to discuss with the CP himself on top of matter. We'll discuss the matter we concern attacking of policemen these days and shooting. The last one will happen for Eli Brother Junction for MOI. We'll go discuss them too, how the police they handle them later. But for that, we'll take 5 calls from you, take some messages for the social media platforms, then we'll come back. If you're on Facebook, if you watch us live for Super 93.3 FM on Facebook, Twitter as well, Super News PH. A trend there. Drop your comment for that side. We also do on IG, that is Instagram, Super 93.3 FM. And watch us for YouTube as well, Super FMPH. Likewise on TikTok, Super FMPH. All right, so Moku, go to the phone lines now. 0705 079 1021 0705 079 1021 or 0811 743 1021 0811 743 1021. Now, if you call, you go this specific to what we will discuss right now for studio and other social media platforms as well. Super 93.3 FM, as it hot. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Sky. I greet my honorable CP, Ken Billion.
We greet you, Ken Billion. Go ahead.
Yeah, my brother, I have two questions to ask honorable CP. One,
Yes.
the first one is whether he's aware this barricade for this INEC office or now by his men, police people, because we are still following one way, and a lot of accidents are happening there. I nearly jumped person yesterday because we are following one way, which is not supposed to be. So I don't know who gives the order. Well, by now, they are still barricading the INEC office. We are still following one way for our road.
Okay.
Secondly, whether he's aware the USC roundabout, the police people there, every month they are causing road traffic. The kind of money they are generating there, even past Port Harcourt, the local government money. I don't know who they are doing the return for. Let him dismantle those boys if they are not doing return to the boss and the police. So they should do something. They are causing a lot of havoc in that road.
Ken
That's
Billion.
USC roundabout. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate it. We'll take other calls. Super 93.3 FM. I see the hot.
Good afternoon. George, they call you from Port Harcourt.
George, straight to the point. Boku, hear you. 30 seconds.
Commissioner, I greet you with your guest. I greet honor. I want to ask Commissioner one simple question. All the analysis we don't give us where we the listing so far. When they go around to the Port Harcourt city, they see how the uniform policemen they molest citizens before you go say crime and they fight crime and people they over exaggerate stories left and right. If you go to Rumi Go, you can see how uniform men they molest citizens. They smoke in their hand. Go to Rumokoro under the flyover. Go to Eliozu under the flyover. Right now, I'm speaking to you. You will cry for citizens of this Port Harcourt. Now, a chain of a team. If the CP can help us, let the CP reshuffle the police people in the chain. Let us see changes. Not to retain the crime with the same police officers. They are fighting crime. They are the people that are working the crime in our society. Oga City, it will help us to this analysis they give us. Let the street also.
Mr. George, thank you very much. You need to go. Super 93.3 FM. I see the hot.
The National Speaker Radio Republic.
Comrade Iron Breed. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Honorable CP. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
CP. I want to know whether you have really, since you come into this state, you have disguised yourself and move around both Port Harcourt Township to Bolokri and see what your men are doing on the road. That is number one. Number two, INEC ground. Were you in town when the the native doctor for INEC and begin to display? Is there any arrest? And also, not have some arms in a booth at INEC. Is there any arrest? They also scuffle the standard bearer of APC. Is there any arrest? So please tell Rivers people because you have been eloquent in speaking.
All right.
Thank you, Mr. CP.
Thank you. We'll go take the last caller for this particular segment. Would they talk to us? Super FMPH.
Hello. Good afternoon, Oscar.
Good afternoon.
I greet my honorable commissioner. I greet my good afternoon, sir.
Welcome.
And other guests. Oscar and me, everybody, they come from Trasamani.
Carry on.
Oscar, carry on people so that other people go talk. Oscar, I see a first of all, I tell you about the honorable our commissioner of police. This man, I was among those that are fighting the people of this Nigeria of River State about this man. This man was so professional that he affected even the PDP that is now. He affected them. See, I'm telling you from the guys, it's secret corner. He affected them. This man was so professional that even APC wanted to go mad. APC no know that Abuja and London they do again. They don't know where they go travel go again. Whether Abuja, they don't know where Abuja they again.
So finally, your point.
My final point is
Oga Commissioner, there is something people said about about securing Rivers State, about the community security. See, my people said something, come from the north, my people said something. If you want to secure it, use it. Secure that place, that's no good law. The law don't make it catch. So, if you want to all those encourage them, they should not allow them to go. Use them to secure the places. You see the place will be secure, sir, my commissioner. Try this strategy.
All right.
I remain everybody from Samadi.
Interesting. Everybody, CP, you listen to the callers. Some of them get a couple of questions for you. We would like you make you touch some of those questions, if you will. At least some of them, so that we will go ahead with the questioning. Okay, so one call, and by name, Ken Billion, they talk about the barricading of INEC office by the police themselves. Say they cause serious traffic and serious accidents for that place occasionally as well. And they ask who give the order. Or I never reached to vacate that place?
Yeah, first, you know, not too long ago, the panel, or there was a problem when parties went to INEC to get certified true copies of the results.
Yes.
Now, thereafter, parties wrote petitions upon petitions upon petitions to Abuja that Rivers State was at the brink of total collapse in terms of security. And so the tribunal has to be relocated to Abuja. Now, first, who gave the order? I gave the order. I take direct responsibility for that.
Okay.
Whatever I feel in my judgment that will guarantee or engender security and peace, I will do it, because that's my responsibility. That's why I'm here. I gave the orders. And sometimes when orders are given, it will inconvenience people for a while. So it is not unexpected. So, my dear caller, maybe you have to go and sharpen your driving skills so you don't get involved in accident, because other ones are not getting involved in accident.
Did he not get timeline? So you not get when the BC they go do come out?
Don't worry. I am the one that ordered that to be done. When the tribunal starts sitting, right, and issues of CTC is settled completely, we'll pull out.
Okay.
You understand?
Just to follow up, sir.
Okay.
You mentioned the issue of the tribunal relocating to Abuja. Now, because of insecurity matter, should that not be indictment on the command?
No.
So, no, if you provide security for the men and the tribunal?
No. See, there's a media hype in Rivers State. People who spend their time on media. So, now, one case of insecurity that should warrant the relocation is what? Mission one, let me see. Are we aware of what happened in Lagos with the elections? Good. Has the tribunal been relocated?
No.
So what are we talking about? Are we not aware of the fact that in some states, elections results were delayed for about 1 week? Are the tribunal been relocated? No.
So why Rivers State?
Because people want propaganda. And the people in charge fell to the cheap propaganda. So we, as a responsible body, now says, well, until this issue, because we don't know the day a particular party will storm INEC to say, you must give us this thing. No, we don't want that. When the tribunal starts sitting, right, and they have started presenting their papers, and we know that INEC office is no longer a target, fine and good. We pull out gently. So people should get used to, in some places, routes are closed and people take alternative routes. People should get used to that. Maybe the next 1 or 2 months, or the next 1 month, or the next 1 week, depending on the pace or speed of the tribunal, will pull out.
One other question here, they come from Comrade Iron Breed. I need to tell you, say, how often you they do monitoring, patrolling personally, maybe disguise yourself to that, because all your men know you now. And so how often you they disguise yourself to just patrol Port Harcourt and some of the metropolitan area too, to actually look how your men they do for road. How often did they do that one, sir?
Now, I don't need to tell him how often. If you want to know how often I do it, you should come to my office so we can do it together.
But you did do them at all? Before they talk about
Now, I know Port Harcourt, the news and crimes of Port Harcourt, as a child knows ABC. So if you tell me this thing is happening here, I should be able to tell you. See, when a crime happens, a crime occurs in the place, I should immediately be able to tell people, say, now, block that road, block that road, block that road. If I don't know Port Harcourt, I won't be able to do that. Now, yes, sometime last year, when I came in and I discovered that things were getting a little bit tight, the crime was rising every day.
yes.
I told people, I told journalists, I told the civil society that I was going to lock down the town.
Okay.
A lot of people misconstrued what I meant by locking down the town. And I said, no, I don't want a situation where a crime is committed and within 5 minutes, the vehicle is out of this town. So we are going to lock the entire town so that if anything happens, you will spend about 1 hour to get out of town. So when you discover that you can't drive out of a town, you think otherwise. So, and that has paid off. So, and that was why, if you don't know, during the Christmas, the crime rate was very, very low during the Christmas and New Year celebrations. Now, when we got to, what do you call it, elections, after election, I had an opportunity to tell the River State people, I say, come on, that now we should expect reasonably that the crime rate will be high. Why? One, during the elections, most of those miscreants were hired as thugs. And those miscreants were armed. Now elections are over. The miscreants are back to the street. And unfortunately, those arms have not been recovered. Now, interestingly, during the campaigns and electionary period, they were being paid stipends. Now nobody is paying them again. So they will look for a way to survive. So we should expect that there's going to be a rise in crime. And so so when it happened 1 week, 2 weeks, I said, we are going to do something. And what do we have to do? I said, lock up the entire town again. And that is why authoritatively, in fact, there was a press briefing this morning. Authoritatively, in the past 2 weeks, we've recovered more than 15 stolen vehicles.
15?
Yes.
2 weeks?
Yes, in the past 2 weeks. Because they will pick the vehicles, they will go round and round and round and round, no way to go out of the town. They go and, some of them park even in hotels.
And abandon the vehicle?
No, I'll keep it for some time to cool down temperature.
Okay.
Now, when we then discovered that they were not using the hotels and hideouts to park vehicles, I called all the hoteliers. I said, look here, if anybody parks the car in your hotel again and the car is stolen, I will assume that you, the manager, the person who stole the car. So you must scrutinize who parks cars in your premises. So now, I ordinarily will not say, leave the place open. No. Close the place. I will never ask anybody to go to the road to begin to collect one another for me. But now, there's a philosophy that I adopt. Sometimes I tap on the nuisance value of people.
Okay.
What is the nuisance value of what they're doing? Is it helping us in the long run? Yes. But meanwhile, like I said, we have a monitoring unit. I wish my phone was around to show you. You have a monitoring unit, we have an escort. What are the responsibilities of these units? They go around to insist or ensure that performance are in line with standard rules, extant rules. So, and a few days ago, some policemen stopped somebody on the road and started talking about checking of phones, and in the course of that, there was an accident. In the past 2 weeks, the policemen are in detention. Because, as far as I'm concerned, nobody sent them. So, if people have infractions with police, all you need to do, even in the church, not every member of the congregant is righteous. Do you know that thieves go to church?
Of course.
So, even in classrooms, Have you not heard of all those nonsense cases among teachers and students? So everywhere there are bad elements. And we are saying it is our responsibility to help us tell us. Now, what do we do? Like that in case I mentioned before, when the people saw the guy flogging a innocent man, they only snapped the thing and sent to me. Within 5 minutes, action was taken. So if you have such infractions, when you see the score that people are collecting, but now it will only be a very foolish person, somebody who is called from the village, to see a policeman in uniform that will go to an Igbo joint, buy Igbo, come under the bridge to smoke. That is not true.
Okay. CP, still following your line of thought, you mentioned that 15 vehicles so far in the last few weeks have been retrieved. What plans do you have to mop up the arms that are still on the streets? And secondly, while you were talking, you mentioned some of the teams and the tactical units that you have set up. Can you explain to us some of their roles and what to expect in case we encounter them on the streets of Port Harcourt?
Now, the monitoring unit is usually in plain civil dress, so that they wear a jacket to show where they're coming from. What do? See, there are extant rules. There are standard procedure for operations, right? The Inspector General of Police says, this and this and these things, the policemen must not be found doing them. But somehow, sometimes, policemen do those things. But in a deliberate attempt to ensure that policemen on duty are compliant with set rules, the monitoring teams go out to check. Sometimes they will go get to a checkpoint, will come down, and ask all the policemen to lay down their arms, begin to size them. There are instances where they've sized them and they've recovered some sponsors. So after this program, I'll show you some video clips so that you can believe what I'm saying. So they do all of those ones. The escort, the same thing. But the escort mostly move on the road, right, to check. Like at a particular, some days ago, I was in Rumuji up to Ahoda. That was on the last public holiday. And I saw the checkpoints. I said, no, dismantle this, create that. Where I met 4-6 men, I said, no checkpoint should be less than 12.
12.
So that the number will be intimidating to whoever is coming.
Wonderful. 12.
Yes, I said, no checkpoint should be less than 12. So don't have 4, 6, 12. So when the hoodlums are coming, they know that you have a good number. Right? And even our APCs have to be repositioned.
But do you have the manpower to have 12 officers? Because
at the checkpoints.
At the checkpoints.
Yes.
Okay.
So like I said,
without it being detrimental to those who still need to stay in the cities.
No, but remember I said something. I said some point had to be dismantled.
Right.
Okay.
So if there are about 10 points of 666, I said break them down to 5.
Okay.
So you don't need any additional manpower to get that done. So yes, I go out. Do you know that even at night, I go out.
Okay.
And we have what we call visiting round charts, incident duty and visiting round chart. So a deputy commissioner of police, assistant commissioner of police, chief superintendent of police, one must be on duty per night.
Every night?
Every night. It's a chart. One must be on duty per night. So, and it is the principle of these ones who if you are an incident duty the particular day, that is to say, all calls regarding incidents are sent to you. All decisions to take operationally are yours.
Okay.
Responsibility. So now, it's standby. 2 vehicles are provided. The one the officer will use and the backup vehicle. So they will now go around, look at the different points to check whether the men who are there are actually there. If they are not there, if they are doing the right thing, if they are not there, appropriate measures are taken. Right? A few days ago, somewhere around special area. I had just called in the night. And they called 2 or 3 times. The man didn't pick. That's okay. The next day, the man...
Room Okoro. Area is Room Okoro.
So I said, the man should see me the next morning. As soon as he saw me yesterday, I said, go and pay your things. You are transferred.
Wow.
How you were called and you didn't pick? He said, no. He started making, I said, fine now. Go and pack your things. Immediately you are moved. So if you are familiar with the DPO, go there and check. The DPO is no longer there. For simply failing to take a call at night.
Interesting. All right. So, Mo, take our last set of calls now because we no go failure to take the call CP so that they no go push us come off for work. So, Mo, take our last set of calls now. That we will come back to the CP to wrap up things and, of course, the consultant for studio on security matter as well. So, we'll go back to the phone lines. We'll take about 3 calls and read the messages waiting for the WhatsApp and those waiting for the Facebook where they watch us on other social media platforms too. Super 93.3 FM. I see the hot.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Sky.
Good afternoon.
I greet the commissioner. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, my brother.
I want to remain anonymous. I just want to chip in something that will help you, sir.
Okay.
During the era of the former governor, His Excellency Rosi Mamechi, I was working with the SOS commander. Yeah, so I work with some of the commissioner of police. So, and by the special grace of God, I was able to give them good information that helped them during their term. So, I would advise you to get rid of for informal. Because you cannot be everywhere at the same time. You are not a spirit. This things will help you if you get there. Like for me, I'm out of this. I don't do informants again.
All right.
So this is just what I want to tell you. So do
okay. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. Super 93.3 FM.
Hello, sir.
Good afternoon.
I want to ask a question.
In the year, your Oga there. Hello, Oga there. Go ahead. Okay. We'll go take other callers then. Super 93.3 FM.
Hello, Mr. Zion. Good afternoon.
Zion, I greet you special. Welcome.
I greet you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I will first say that you be one of the people that got attacked well for River State.
I see the survivor.
Made them promote you. They work with the governor. This one. But today when I don't hear from you, at least my mind don't come back. They not go speak my mouth talk. But I want to bring 2 suggestions to you, sir.
Okay.
You see all these of the police, the way they work within the Port Harcourt region, especially this Eastern bypass, now very good people. And they carry them with the shield. Make them go to that work with the for Eastern bypass here. You see this stop and search with them the queue. It don't save many of us when we fly these routes. And flashpoint, this Peter or delivery. One chance people they plenty there. I need to tell you. So since you don't come to do good things, so we don't see, we don't hear the crime rate, don't they reduce. I beg, put your eye for Peter or delivery through this Eastern bypass. And this professional policemen, the way people this Eastern bypass, replicate the same thing for this issue area.
All right.
If nothing will happen, they are well with that.
All right.
Mr. Zion.
Thank you very much, Mr. Zion. We'll take one more caller so that we'll read messages. Will they talk to us? I see the hot.
Hello, sir.
I greet you.
Daniel from Port Harcourt.
Daniel, will they hear you?
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
I ask the city, the commissioner of police, if whether they expect him to talk, I know you're from him because policemen can Balipak flyover because they force people to collect money. That will make it to.
For my one flyover, the Abali Park on.
Yes, Abali Park there. That was every morning. Then the point they will come, they collect money. That one is not this.
All right. Thank you very much, by the way. I'm going to read messages for the WhatsApp, for Facebook first, before we come up for here. Godwin Dunkpa for the Facebook Live. If you watch us live, we'll read your messages now. It also my CP, fine, die. Oga CP, they're on the IU for Facebook here. they say you find die, please. So
if I find one die, what you go?
No, you know what they say you find die now. And they say you find finish. They say they talk on that matter. And the guy thought say one join police, I go take join. Go police now, go meet them. They go tell you how you go take start the matter. This one they come from Achibong. Achibong to say, Oga Sky, good afternoon to you. Oga Commissioner, welcome to the show. All right, everybody they welcome you. They don't want drop question for you for us. Now question I need question. I need to go down. So I say greetings to you, presenter and your guest TP. It also what be your take on the state of Agbero for every junction for Port Harcourt where they harass motorists and they collect money illegally and they destroy people's vehicle as if say if they don't give them the money. And a question will be say young boss Ellison they asked there for the Facebook live. And Frayo Loxin F-Boy to say CP continue to do your best for the peace for River State. You they wish and good luck as well. Ekanem Emmanuel to say good afternoon everybody for studio. Thank you CP. Say you come for thank you for the good work you don't do so far. Please try to extend your hand to rural communities and please call the phone number to reach out for effective communication for emergency matter later as well. Who else again? They to say God bless you, CP, right? Everybody they bless you, they love you on top of what they do for inside the state. But we need to go. We need to go. And
I never tire.
You never tire? Okay. Make her read messages now. Come out. Oga CP say never tire. He say I read messages. Make her go WhatsApp back. Because he say never tire for years, so he get things to answer. I hope so. Our consultant know they do that thing now. We get things to answer right now. Go here. They go read messages. All right. For WhatsApp messages plenty here, CP. Good afternoon to you. Please make her ask one question. Welcome CP first of all in search. It also say they illegal to search person phone.
Yes.
Illegal to search person phone. But it say why your men they do they don't get trainings. Say they're not supposed to do them.
If their phones are searched against their will, they should just report to the next or nearest police station.
Okay. All right. This one they read from Woji. Intok say, I want to celebrate CP for the hard work we do for River State. So say, please, so ask your for your detention center. It also some of them they unkept. And they ask why. All right, no worry, CP go answer you later. Why their detention center they unkept. You won't go detention, by the way. You try the answer. You want me to put chair for you there. This author say good afternoon, Sky. I beg you, take a easy on our Madam Speaker. Okay, Madam Speaker, sorry for you right now. He also read again. He talks say CP say anything there where you go do to support community vigilante. Precious from Elelewon.
We are actually doing that. But what we say is that case is that the vigilante should have their members, the names of their members submitted to the police, will profile them, and they'll be working in concert with the police.
Interesting. Okay, this one they repeat you too. Don't talk before. Comrade Paul, CP don't address that INEC blockage issue. It's not to say greetings to you, Sky and CP. It to say I bet your guest. Not say no. What did they happen around Bonny, Niger and Creek Road area? For number 1 to number 25 streets for the old Port Harcourt Township. It's anonymous. All right, but you know, tell us what did happen so that you can go know now. An opportunity for you, but you miss out the moment. So I say good day, Skyo. I want to ask CP question. Why order the vigilante to submit their guns? Why they say criminals still deal with their own guns? Charlie Bride, they ask you that question.
Now, because to bear arms is a legal issue. Right? To bear arms is a legal issue. Now, except and until you have a license, you are not permitted to bear arms in Nigeria. And we discovered at some point that some of these security outfits were using these arms, and so when they come out in their civil dress, begin to behave anyhow, you won't be able to know the difference between a security personnel and an armed robber.
Okay.
So that is why we say so. But nobody is authorizing the armed robber or the criminal, the robber or the cultist to bear arms. That is why we go after them.
Interesting. All right, B. Victor Day, it also good afternoon to you, Commissioner. It also, please, I beg you, send your investigative men to Psychiatric Road by Ikwere Road at night and see the traffic where your men they cause for that area. Then they block the entire road. Where they make people follow just one lane just to collect money from commercial drivers. Big Victor, they drop that matter there.
That I remember I told you so. I said they must purposively
be one man in the night to go patrol.
Yeah, they must deliberately slow down movements.
Okay.
They must deliberately slow down movements. So that is one of those things. So if the road is wide, narrow it down. So even if somebody snatches the car from somewhere, you can't be to go.
The issue he was talking about locking down the town.
The town. Okay.
Now, if you remember, we had an isolated case of kidnap in East West Road, which you remember. However, though, in as much as he has not brought that to the public light, but he has arrested the perpetrators. But it's not everything they talk about. However,
but if you don't tell us, we don't know.
You notice that his job not be to tell you everything. You notice that currently, as we speak, there are so many tactical teams that has been asked to man different places like Abacha Road now. Then get these anti-cultism people there. And then some other places like that. And if you also notice now, they hear that issue of kidnap again. And you understand me, like, they hear them as the team been there before. Now, those things that cause no, those tactical people, their orientation different from people with the division. They're ready. You see that, so this boy is ready if it happen. Then go face you, no be go come. So that's why they were asked to redeploy to those places. And that's in the help. Now, nothing good comes easily. Pain must follow. Right. That issue of with the person they talk now, I hear somebody comment on radio one day. He go on Instagram, they watch him. He say, "Rumokoro, then they do this. The police they don't do this." Now, radio presenter, whether they call CC and I reply, I'm say no. See what he make police do this, and I'm surprised that she take no. You understand me? Now, between you and I, if you live in Port Harcourt and Veron, I don't need to talk too much. All the belief we'll get don't die. Issue of over this, the heinous crime, them don't go down. Waiting, I want to make people begin talk now. When they look at one of the things, is people they report, police do this, but none of them don't make them official. Social media no be where police they take reports to act on. Right. You understand me? So you post something for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, the thing go viral. No means say you don't make official report. And if you don't make official report, police no go just wake up attend to you. Except on certain matter with them, they don't get intelligence already before you even they talk about them. I don't know if you understand.
I get
so now
point.
Members of the public, I think what they need now more of awareness and education. They need to begin to learn how to make reports. If you say this thing happened, you go report for social media. You report to yourself and the public. You no report to police. That no mean say police no say for social media, but they no go jump into the case because they need to know who they report. Now, what do? People need to take advantage of the current level of indiscipline where the current commissioner don't instill. For example, Rivers State has the discipline rather. Rivers State has the lowest rate of indisciplined officer right now. Cases where they don't discipline for Rivers State, no be all of it talk. Again, one day I had to meet him in the office and say, "Sir, we're hearing this on the street." He told me 8 people where they talk about those things, then they myself, then they command headquarters, no be 4%. Are you hearing me? But nobody hear those ones. So the point is, where you want to make your report, you go to the nearest police division, make your report. If you feel, say, they don't compromise, they no carry the matter up, they no agree take them up. Simple. You go police of PRO office, public relations officer. Every police command in the state, in the country, get them. You go there, you go make your report. You make them in writing. If they're not listening, you write them. Send and go commissioner of police office. When you reach there, go submit them. You go carry extra acknowledgement copy so that they go stamp on top and say they don't receive your complaint. You understand? When you don't do that, reach that level now, you no hear anything. You feel begin go social media, go shout, say no mind them. I go station, they no hear. You know why? If they tell you say you should say you don't report, you say you go show them acknowledgement copy. Say, see, I report, nothing happened. Nobody they take that effort. Then go one day, go 2 days. Maybe they see policeman with a vest, one thing, or then see policeman way close from duty where they go work. They report, they don't say anything, then begin vex. No, you must make efforts. You understand me? If we want to get the best policing, we must be part of that policing.
That wearing the call about the community policing as well.
You not expect another person to police you pass. You understand me?
I totally get you there. And of course, you don't wonder who they talk now. Security relations consultant, Ambassador Bosinde Araikpe. They talk to us on some of this matter. We need to. But Oga Commissioner, we need to go. We need to go now. I know say never tire. Police don't retire.
I'm ready to go.
You are ready to finally, police won't go. But then we need to thank you specially. Say, come, but before we go, what will be your vision for security in Rivers State as we come out? What do you want to see at the end of your tenure? If tomorrow now that they transfer you, come out here, they go be something for Abuja, what do you expect to achieve while in Rivers State?
Number one, I'll be confident that in my time, I am able to build institutions, not persons.
Okay.
And that is why, for me, every policeman is important, from the DPO. And so sometimes when people come, and that's why every time I have an opportunity, if you have a problem, please start from the division. Don't run
To the command.
to the command. If you come to my office, anytime, my door is open. Every day, if you come to my office, it's like we're having village meetings. And it is because I want to build institutions. And when they come, I will listen to you. I say, okay, you go to DPO, you go to DCO, you go to that person. Because tomorrow, I may not be there. Obviously, I won't be there. So, first, I will leave Rivers State that we have been able to establish an effective police institution. That's one. Two, and most importantly, that we have been able to build up a crop of very disciplined officers. And most importantly, that we are able to bequeath unto those who will come after us a society that is peaceful, a society that is safe, comparatively peaceful and safe.
Thank you very, very much, the Commissioner of Police, CP Okon Effiong, PSC Dagger, FDE. I like that dagger for that position. They sit me the way they call him any time. And of course, I need to thank you specially, say, come here, Commissioner of Police, Rivers State. Thank you for your time. And thank you for the good job where you do as well for Rivers State in policing and other matters. And of course, the security relations consultant, our very good friend in the house. Very important.
For the studio.
You say?
Before you go come out for the studio, we go give Rivers people the original police control room numbers.
Very necessary.
Where then go use call for emergency, as well as the number of the police PRO. Where then go take call. If you want to reach the police control room number for Rivers State, 0803 200 3514. That's 0803 200 3514. You fit also call 0809 888 0134.
You call them again. Call them again.
0809 888 0134. Now, if you call the police PRO herself, so that you could talk to a very senior officer when they're in charge of public relation matter for the Rivers State Command, our own number is 0803 621 9523. 0803 621 9523. Now, before we go, this Sunday, the Commissioner of Police, where you see here now, him and all the management team and all the DPOs where they Rivers State, the tactical commanders, all of them, then go meet with members of the public for a dinner. Now, police won't give the public free food, local and international dishes. Now, the meeting will happen for officers' mess. They invite even taxi driver. We don't send invitation to taxi drivers, them, keke drivers, market women, the re-market women, youth bodies, all of them. Would invite them. Now, they will come sit down with other captains of industry, people will get company too. Then go sit down. Now, interactive dinner, just like this discussion. People go also ask question.
More like a community town hall.
Yes, some people go bring their reports, some go ask question. Then as they talk finish, then go still chop free food where police provide. And nobody they pay for anything. They now this Sunday. So you fit reach out to me if you want to be part of that one. If you want to be part of that one, you go call 0803 945 6424. That's 0803 945 6424. If you want to be part of that event. And also, our door, they open for anybody who say, I would like this way that they do. And if you come to, if you get police officers where you know so they do well for your area, bring their name, because the commissioner won't begin appreciate those ones where they do well so that others could still emulate. All these things, police don't keep them in place. And under his tenure, now all these things that happen. So I won't call on Rivers people, lastly, to support the current commissioner of police. Support them. Here no be in Papa land, but yet it take like family. And when the CP say no, every nook and cranny for this state, not true. No be the first time when they work here. Before he reach the rank of commissioner of police, him been done work here before. So now person we know the town. So in no waiting in the talk. Now to give them your support, and then you will they give also the law abiding. It go dey easier if all of us understand that like that. Thank you.
I need to thank you especially. You see the announcement there when you mentioned free food. You know, it just come out tears for the mind of some persons right now. You know, he said that thing. I wish day again.
Now this Sunday.
Like Obi
Like
now.
Obi,
I want help her life. She don't tell when she chop free food. But food when she dey chop. Which food dey chop last? Wash your dirty nails outside. Which food dey chop last?
Sky.
Okay, it's all right. She don't want to talk again. Since she don't want to talk, now make her let you go. Anyways, thank you very much, CP. Again, one more time, say you join us again. You grace us with your presence. I will need to thank you too, Ambassador Bosinde Ariakpe, Security Relations Expert. Say come again to join us on this matter. And the girl why I help in life today, so that I can go see Commissioner of Police. Obi, thank you.